This video covers the core components of an enterprise-grade AI governance framework. Our focus is on building responsible, scalable, and compliant artificial intelligence systems. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team as part of the AI/ML Governance Series. Technovative AI, the company that helps you leverage cutting-edge AI technology to streamline operations, boost productivity, and accelerate growth. AI governance is essential now, as enterprises rapidly adopt AI technologies. We face mounting pressure from regulators and stakeholders to deploy AI systems responsibly, ethically, and securely. An enterprise-grade AI governance framework rests on 4 interconnected pillars. These are the policy layer, process layer, technical controls, and organizational controls. We begin with Chapter 1, the policy layer. This layer establishes the foundational rules and guidelines for AI deployment within the enterprise. The Enterprise AI Acceptable Use Policy is the cornerstone of your framework. It defines appropriate and inappropriate use of AI technologies, covering aspects like data privacy and human oversight. Key elements of this policy include defining its scope, listing prohibited use cases, establishing data usage standards, and specifying human oversight requirements. A risk classification framework helps allocate resources by tiering AI systems based on potential impact. Classifications range from critical risk for systems affecting safety and legal rights to low risk for those with minimal harm potential. Comprehensive documentation standards and audit requirements are crucial. Documentation, such as model cards and decision logs, creates transparency and supports accountability for regulatory compliance. Essential documentation components include model cards, data lineage tracking, systematic risk assessments, and immutable audit trails of key decisions. Chapter 2 is the process layer. This layer introduces structured workflows that transform governance policy into operational reality. The AI/ML intake and review flow standardizes how initiatives begin. It ensures early identification of risks and governance obligations before development progresses. Model validation and approval gates serve as quality checkpoints throughout the development lifecycle. They prevent premature deployment of unvalidated or high-risk systems. Critical validation areas at each gate include use case validation, data governance assessment, performance testing, fairness analysis, security review, and documentation completeness. Monitoring and retraining workflows are required after deployment. Continuous monitoring detects performance degradation and data drift, while retraining protocols ensure models are updated and revalidated responsibly. Key monitoring metrics include accuracy targets, the hours to alert for critical failures, and regular review cycles. These thresholds are set tighter for critical systems. Risk escalation procedures ensure that significant risks or policy violations are addressed effectively. The process moves from detection and assessment to escalation and resolution, defined by risk severity. Chapter 3 covers technical controls. This involves the infrastructure and automation that enforce governance requirements at the system level. Technical controls include data cataloging, quality scoring, and lineage tracking. This creates an audit trail from data source to model, ensuring data fitness and preventing misuse. Essential data catalog capabilities include discoverability, quality scores, lineage tracking, ownership assignment, classification of sensitive data, and documentation. Access management and least privilege security ensure that only minimum necessary access is granted. Role-based access control and strong security measures like encryption protect sensitive data and systems. A centralized model registry, versioning, and traceability provide a system of record for all AI models. This tracks versions, deployment status, and relationship to training data, ensuring full traceability for compliance. Critical model registry metadata includes model identity, training artifacts, performance metrics, deployment status, and ownership for clear accountability. Automated monitoring for drift, bias, and performance is necessary to scale governance. Systems track metrics, audit fairness, and trigger alerts when acceptable thresholds are exceeded. Monitoring must address 3 types of drift: data drift, concept drift, and prediction drift, all of which can reduce model accuracy and reliability over time. Chapter 4 introduces organizational controls. These are the people, structures, and culture that sustain governance practices over time. AI governance councils and ethics review boards provide cross-functional oversight. They review high-risk projects, resolve policy issues, and ensure alignment with organizational values. An effective governance council structure requires representation from legal and compliance, security and privacy, technology leaders, business sponsors, and ethics and DEI specialists. Key responsibilities of these governance bodies include policy development, risk review of high-risk proposals, incident response oversight, and providing strategic guidance. Training programs for AI literacy are vital. Training should be role-specific to ensure everyone, from executives to end users, understands AI's capabilities, limitations, and governance requirements. Essential AI training content is tailored for executive leadership, product managers, data scientists, and end users, focusing on their respective governance needs. Adopting a product mindset for AI teams is crucial. This treats governance not as an obstacle, but as an integral part of building trustworthy, sustainable AI systems that deliver long-term value. A product-minded governance culture is user-centered, efficient, measurable, iterative, and enabling, focusing on empowering responsible innovation. To build your framework, prioritize 4 actions: establish clear policies, implement technical controls, design efficient processes, and build governance culture through training and structures. Success metrics for AI governance should track both protective measures, like incident rates, and enabling metrics, such as time to approval, to ensure balanced risk mitigation and innovation. AI governance is an ongoing commitment. By integrating robust policies, processes, technical controls, and strong organizational structures, you create trustworthy and compliant AI systems. View governance as a competitive advantage that builds stakeholder trust.